Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are just out cruising around, gonna do some running of the trains and a little bit of track repair, that sort of thing. Still waiting for the spline update to come through. We haven't got that yet. Was hoping for that earlier this week, but we are waiting yet a little bit longer. Ooh. So we figure we'll come out here and clean up this mess for a change, since we really don't need the siding here anymore, and it's really just, two more switches we don't need. So we'll get rid of that, and we will get rid of the groundwork. Nice, it was almost all one chunk. We might as well just fill in the rail while we're here. Haven't actually had to lay track now for a while, so this could be pretty interesting. Oh, I probably made that pretty janky. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, we'll take it. And then we gotta come back down to this side. Oops. That first one coming off, you gotta kind of keep straight, or it gets, see, the rail breaks if that first one isn't straight. So you gotta keep that one a little straight. Then the curve thing will take over. And boom, good deal. And get rid of that. Not sure what that is, but it works. So, good enough. Although, we should actually get rid of this, because there's no more switch. Is there one down there too? Probably not. Too close to the bridge. So there we are. That little mess is cleaned up. One less thing on the to-do list. And we will head on up to the coal. Where are we going? Not the coal mine. Iron mine. Oh. The hope is that we can pull some iron out of the iron mine and get the wood off of the Heisler while we're up there. We'd like to get that stake car, post car down to be able to move some wood loads around a little more efficiently. Try to get the ironworks stocked back up again, and see if we can start making some more of the pipe and the tools. Although I think we need some big wood loads out to the oil refinery as well. Not exactly sure. This section here, I would really like to have something different, but I don't exactly know what. So that's still on the to-do list. Big to-do list for this game. Just kind of waiting on the spline update to see if we ended up relaying everything or not. I figured if we were gonna get the spline update and relay all of our track, then we'd get a chance just to fix some of these, knowing there's probably better routes now to do some of this. Really almost should be try to aim for here, but I don't think we can get over there, so out wider. Probably come across that flatter. Because our hills have too many turns in them. Like this big curve we really have in for no reason. We didn't get it. We should have either gone all the way over to the mountain or just straight lined across that thing. And taking what we got. The curves are kind of killing our mountain runs, but I have heard that some of the bridge grading should change and stuff like that with the spline updates. So, you know, again, that's one of the ones. You don't want to lay this long a track, get it all straightened out, and then go, oh, you got to relay it tomorrow. So we're definitely not going to change much on the long runs for now. That's just kind of the state of where we're at with the game. So it gives us a chance to just run some locomotives, fill up some stock, and get ready for other upcoming updates and whatnot for the game at this point. I know we really got to start banking some money because some of the future locomotives and cars will not be cheap, so hopefully we can start getting a little pre-bank built up to help out with some of that stuff. And when the speed of the trains picks up, that'll be really nice. Some of the runs are a little longer than the speed is suitable for, I guess. You know, the speed is what it is. If that's as fast as they can go, it would be nice to have a few faster locomotives. That is for sure. This part of the track I like. That groundwork needs to be cleaned up. Alright. So hopefully these will be enough cars to let us drop the mine level a little bit and be able to dump those cars. We could certainly just dump them on their head right there. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was the wrong way to go. Alright, come on down. The iron is still one of my favorites to load. It is fast. It is, you know, it's really pretty easy. It is kind of just nice to get a fast load done. It's too bad you can't get more than one car lined up. Would be my only ask, is that we could get, you know, the chutes a little further apart so you could line them up. Oh, I don't know if that one's gonna make it or not. Nice. It made it. Alright, and forward. Ho. Boom, 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 boom. My guy just kind of sits there expanding the whole time. See how many cars we can get loaded before it's done. Gimme. Gimme. Hey. Fine, I'll use that one. Dude. Yeah, I mean, 50, I'm not exactly sure how much wood this takes, like, wood to iron ratio. I've never actually looked at it, like, to have any idea if taking these 50 off is gonna give us enough burn to drop all that wood or not. Would be nice if we can get that thing emptied before we take it down the hill. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, there's that one. One more to go. Nice part with having 5 cars instead of trying to do 10 of everything, I'll tell you, is load time is nicer. But then at the end of the day too, it's about how many trips do you really want to take. This would be nicer if it was 10 cars going down this hill, but that may have to wait for a little stronger locomotive. I know that some of the tech tree locomotives, like the tractive effort is on them is insane compared to like what we have. Or, I mean, you know, not insane, awesome is a better word. They just are really some powerful locomotives that we're getting. So that should be cool. Should really give us the ability to get some big some big trains. A lot of rolling stock we're gonna have to upgrade. Okay, so that's back full. We can drop 32 there. We have 30. And here we can drop. So we can't get rid of all the beams, but we can get rid of all the other stuff. Unless I suppose to just do a coal run or an iron run and then bring it back up. Where's our tracks at? So this one we're gonna have to bring back. This one will flip that way. Right, and back on the move. Alright, right on the edge. That is a really nice looking valley shot. Seems like forever ago now that we laid this mountain line. I'm sure we could probably do such a much better job with it now. being that we actually have some sort of idea what we're doing. When we laid these, it was back like, you were hanging on for like, you just didn't even know if you could get it there, let alone worried about how straight or flat or anything else it was. So I'm sure we could probably do a much better job, but for the most part, it's always worked out pretty well. I mean, we get a little bit of speed wobbly place on the downhill. In some places we could probably improve, but it's actually been pretty good. It's not like a special line in the slightest sense of the word. It's janky and it just gets the job done. So, but sometimes you hate to mess with what isn't broke. All right. Park that there. Jump over into the Heisler. Hey, let me up. What are you doing? Boom. Alright. Wheel off. 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 Gotta get down here. That'll bring us back here. This we definitely have to relay, because that dip in that track, because apparently there was a little hill there or something. I don't know. Definitely have to flatten that grade out, because that pulls everything backwards the second like you disconnect without a brake or something else. It's just it's a pain. It actually has caused a hassle. So this yard up here is definitely going to get reworked yet one more time. Because it's not right. Just simple. It's not right. It should be a much better yard. But for the most part, it actually, the idea behind it works. Now it's just it should be cleaned up. This switch should get moved out a little bit. Everything should get shifted back. This shouldn't be, wavy. I'll have to come in here and clean up. But for now, we just are going to have to get this bad boy unloaded. It is, and that's the thing with moving 10 cars at a time. It's great hauling freight, but when it comes to track switches or moving the stuff around, it becomes a bit of a hassle. I do generally only tend to like using these long of trains for when you're up here in the mountain, when the travel time outweighs the loading time, I guess. Otherwise, I just find it a hassle moving them around anywhere where you actually have switches or have any intent of doing anything. So yeah, we got far enough, but you can't tell. And then docking these things becomes a bit of a hassle. Just getting them to line up is the challenge, I guess. Not a hassle per se. See, as you look back and realize that you have to parallel park these things. Heisler's a great locomotive. The only thing I don't care for with the Heisler is that it is tall, um, like up from its wheels, so the thing gets tippy and rocky, and that is just the absolute truth. It gets tippy. It's the only train I've actually tipped over just due to, corners. Haven't had a problem with anything else, so I think this one I'm going to try to keep for the iron in here. I would like to keep Heislers for the iron and probably class 70s for out there at the coal mine, just because that's a pretty long run. So the faster something can go, shoot, I should have unloaded some of those. I wouldn't have had to back up twice. We'll risk it. Perfect. It'd be nice if the docks were connected and they just accepted both wood, because, I mean, come on, let's be honest. You could just move the stuff down the dock a little bit, but that is not how they work. Hopefully, maybe in a future update, they take a look at the loading things just to ease the loading and unloading. One would like to think this is just a little easier process for a solo player. Or just maybe have a solo setting where everything hits at the dock. I can get with keeping the real factor for when you have multiple players and can do multiple things. Yeah, you know what? Again, whatever. If it gets it, it gets it. If it doesn't, well, it's not the end of the world. Pretty sure it took them. Probably didn't need to drop them anyway. 29, so we can't really even drop the rest. But we can drop the rest of this lumber, and I'm sure somewhere along the way we find somebody who needs beams for something. Otherwise, we'll drop them at the freight yard on our way by there. Uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Poor planning. Went too far. I'm sure I went too far. Come on. Pull forward. A little bit. Alright. On the brakes. Get back here. Good size stack of beams, lumber. It is nice when you get the industries filled up. I do gotta give them credit. Most of them look really, really nice when they really start getting full. But it's hard to actually get everything like full. You're looking at a lot of trips. Hey, whoa, wrong direction. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Alright, back on the brake. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Again, this is probably my least favorite drop-off zone in the whole map. Is here. Or just the cordwood delivery. The cordwood down to the smelter is not a super fun one either. As far as you just don't have a lot of room. to do much. I think that the idea is more that a person would put in like a shunting yard there and drop off big trains, which is just not the way that I had dealt with it. Probably will make that adjustment in the future. Alright, is that going to fill it? Too short, figures. Too short. But there we are. Big stacks of beams and lumber for the mine. We still have 3 extra, but we're going to get this thing down off the hill and go put it to some use. This one we'll leave stored up here. And I don't know, we'll probably move that on the next one. I think we'll run the Heisler down for some iron and head that out to the ironworks. And I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.